strap yourselves in. This is going to be a huge collection update. I don't know if you can see by just this edging of VHSs right here. Maybe edging is not the right word. This is probably the largest collection update to date. That's because I'm combining 2 months. I was going to do the one for February. Actually, it was like midway through March where I was like, oh, I didn't do one for February. And I'm like, you know what? Just combine the 2 months into one. So, as always with these releases, oh, by the way, pause, get something to drink, popcorn, do whatever you gotta do. Because, as I said, this is gonna be long. But this is a large collection update. So, as always, we start with the Blu rays. These are just the new releases that I have to talk to you about from the last 2 months. Most of these are rewatches because I did see them in theaters. That goes for the first 6 that I did see in theaters. So, sticker residue. We have the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack of Lyle Lyle Crocodile. This is a fun movie. I really think more could have been done with the fact that Shawn Mendes could have had a bigger role. I mean, he does well with what he's given. I mean, Shawn Mendes is a very talented singer, but the problem is, that's all he does in the movie. He doesn't talk. That's the whole gimmick of Lyle Lyle Crocodile, is he doesn't talk, he just sings. That, in turn, is kind of leading people to believe, like, oh, well, you don't trust him that much to do an actual performance, you just want him to sing. I really enjoyed this, though. Javier Bardem is just having the time of his life. Even on the behind-the-scenes stuff, he's like, I'm so happy to be doing this. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Smile. We have Lyle, now Smile. This was really good as well. Saw this in theaters. What's awesome, though, is one of the extras on here is the original short film called Laura Hasn't Slept. That is an amazing short. If you have this and you, for some reason, don't watch the extras on your discs, because that's insane to me, definitely do so. Watch that. It is amazing. Great, great short for a really good movie. The Blu-ray digital code combo pack of The Woman King. Really, really good movie. A little bit too long. On my second time through, I'm like, yeah, this is still really good, but it's just a little too long. But, yeah. Some really good special features. I like this one a lot. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack collector's edition. There's barely 20 minutes of features on here. Of Ticket to Paradise. This movie was so much fun. I enjoyed this when I saw it in theaters. What I started doing is I actually did a signed up for a Movies Anywhere account. It is free to sign up for it. And I started realizing, I'm like, you know, my mom really wants to see this movie. I said, because I really don't redeem my digital code, so what I'm doing right now, because I was on FaceTime with her, and I said, all right, well, we're going to get you set up, and you're just going to log in under my account, because I have no reason to watch these movies. On here, I have the physical copies of them. But if there are movies that you want to see, you can just boot them up and watch them. And that's what we did. And she watched it. She watched this like literally the second she got off the phone with me, and said it was really, really good. So that's what I'm doing with some of my digital codes now. Not all of them. For example, Halloween Ends. She's not a fan of horror movies, so this is the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack collector's edition of Halloween Ends. A lot of people didn't like this movie, just as it was the same thing last year when people didn't like Halloween Kills. Whatever, I don't care. I really enjoyed the movie. A lot of people had difficulties with the fact that this movie does not focus on Michael Myers that much. It focuses on a character named Corey Cunningham. A lot of people don't like that character specifically for the reason that he's in the movie more than Michael Myers is. I can understand that, considering that this movie was advertised primarily as a Michael Myers movie, but in reality, when you at least see the parallels with Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, right down to the font of the opening credits, I think it was a really cool choice that they did, and I really do like the character of Corey Cunningham. I am so sick and tired of the horror discourse for anything. and really just like any big movie, like no movie can come out without people tearing it to shreds for the stupidest reasons. I liked Halloween Ends. I really enjoyed it. Now let's move away from Laurie Strode. Let's see where we can go from here. Considering the ending of that. The Blu-ray digital code combo pack of The Banshees of Inisherin. This movie is fantastic. This was on my best of the year list for 2022. Absolutely loved it. Insanely great dark comedy. Martin McDonagh just is a masterful director. I love this movie to death. Then we have the Blu-ray digital code combo pack of Lamborghini: The Man Behind the Legend, one of the latest from Grindstone. This was okay. This was surprisingly boring. Because at first, when I heard that Frank Grillo, because I like Frank Grillo a lot. I think he's a really cool action star and actor. He's a very good actor. When he posted that he was in a Lamborghini movie, I was like, oh, that's really cool. I'm glad that they went with that. When I saw that Grindstone was releasing it, my hopes were diminished. And that's not meant to offend or anything, but Grindstone doesn't really put a lot of effort or budget into their movies. And that's certainly kind of the case here. This was just very humdrum. It wasn't terrible. I recommend it for a one-time watch, but it's very much a diet, zero sugar version of Ford versus Ferrari. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Tar. Loved this movie. When I walked out of the theater for this movie, I was like, oh, I really liked it, but I think it's way too long. And then it just kept permeating in my head for like the week after, and I like raised my star grade from 3 to 4. I was like, oh, this is an amazing movie, and it is. It's a really fantastic movie. It is a movie you have to be patient with. It's 2 hours and 38 minutes. But if you go with it all the way, trust me, you'll be well rewarded. It is fantastic. Cate Blanchett is great in it. Then we have the Steelbook edition. I don't normally go for the Steelbook editions, but Walmart was the only one that had the Blu-ray of this. They now have the standard edition, so that's great. But this is the Blu-ray Steelbook of Terrifier 2. Look at that. And then I'll open it up. There's Sienna in the Clown Cafe. This movie was really good. A lot of people saw this in theaters, in packed houses. I saw mine in a theater in a packed house, and that audience was not with that movie. I don't know what was going on, but I was really enjoying this, and nobody else was, which mystifies the absolute hell out of me. Really great movie. I really enjoyed the first one. This is really, really good. I will say, though, if you're watching this, no special features are missing. That's really good, but 2 of them are swapped. If you click the behind the scenes of Terrifier 2 featurette, it'll play the Bloody Disgusting interview, which actually played in theaters after the movie. If you click the Bloody Disgusting interview, it'll show you the behind the scenes stuff. Just a little technical glitch, but it does seem to be on every copy of the movie. Austin loves this movie to death. He is just obsessed with it. He saw this in theaters 5 times. He has actually met some of the cast and crew on this movie, which is pretty great. I've seen it twice. I think it's really fantastic, and I think Lauren Lavera deserves to have not only just a very storied career in horror, but she deserves to be like the next Jamie Lee Curtis. Let's get her into more broader acting roles, because she certainly has the capabilities of it. The Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Black Adam, the best DC movie of all time. This was fine. I enjoyed this when I saw it in theaters, and I enjoyed it a second time around. Then we have the Blu-ray of The System. This was a really enjoyable, schlocky action movie. Basically, Tyrese, he gets caught. Yeah, I thought it was a robbery. It was a drug bust. I'm sorry. It's been a couple months since I've seen the movie. He gets caught up in this drug bust, and he basically cuts a deal with this warden, who basically says, all right, well, I'll cut you a deal. In order to avoid a third strike, I want you to go undercover at this prison because I've been hearing some things. And it's a really, really entertaining movie. Highly enjoyed that one. Then we have another Blu-ray Steelbook of Phil Tippett's Mad God. First of all, beautiful, gorgeous looking Steelbook, and that's appropriate for, oh, the inside's so great. Because this is a beautiful, gorgeous looking movie. Look at that. Look at that. I know you can see the reflection and everything. I do apologize. So this I didn't grab upon initial release, but then I was mad at myself for not grabbing it because scalpers had grabbed this and started selling it for $100 a piece online. Best Buy actually ended up getting copies of it back in for normal price, so I swooped in and I grabbed it. This is a really good stop-motion horror film. Very visual. There's really no spoken dialogue at all in the movie. If you are a fan of horror, stop-motion animation, and just creativity in general, give this a watch. This deserves to be seen. This is a really solid, fantastic movie. Even the extras on it are glorious. Highly, highly recommend this. Then we have the Blu-ray DVD Digital Code Combo Pack Collector's Edition of She Said. This was also on my Best of the Year list for last year. Absolutely loved this. This is all about Jodi Kantor and Megan Twohey, the biographical portrayal of those two reporters for the New York Times, who ended up busting open the whole Harvey Weinstein scandal. And actually, I want to point out a book I just read. Hollywood Ending by Ken Auletta, Harvey Weinstein and the Culture of Silence. One of the best books I have ever read in recent years. Full 5 out of 5 for me. If you want a great piece of unbiased investigative journalism that goes deep, deep down into the dark bowels of like just everything you want to know and more, highly recommend this book. Side note, trying to read 40 books in the year 2023. I just crossed 10, so I'm doing pretty good. Quarter of the way through the year, quarter of the way through the goal. But I love this movie. It is kind of hard to watch, but it is fantastic. It is well worth it. Then we have the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Detective Knight Redemption, the second in the Detective Knight trilogy, and I liked it about as much as the first, which is to say I thought it was really good. Then we have Pennywise, the story of It. This is Screambox number 1 from Cinedigm. I guess they're doing a new horror line. Number 2 is Terrifier 2, for those wondering. Fantastic documentary all about the making of the Stephen King miniseries It. If you love horror, if you love documentaries, you need that one. The Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of The Menu. Oh, such a great movie. Tyler's bullshit. That's all I'm going to say. The Blu-ray DVD Digital Code Combo Pack of Till. Really good movie. Really tough to watch. All about the murder of Emmett Till. But yes, it is a really good movie. Highly, highly recommend it. This, I don't know what I was expecting. I was not expecting something this good, though, and that is Taurus. I wasn't expecting something this good because it stars Machine Gun Kelly. I absolutely hate him. I think his music is atrocious. His last 2 albums are by far 2 of the worst musical albums to ever be recorded and released, especially his last one. I think that is the worst album I have ever heard in my entire life. As an actor, he can be very hit or miss, and this is actually a big home run for him. This was a really good movie, all about this guy. He sees himself very much as a tortured artist, but he's going through a lot of issues that he doesn't know how to cope with, and it's very much a roller coaster ride. You're watching this guy slowly going off the rails, and it's just mesmerizing to watch. Still hate him as a person, but for this movie, he is really, really good. The Blu-ray DVD Digital Code Combo Pack Collector's Edition of Violent Night. Really fun movie. Highly recommend that. The Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Really good movie. Marvel actually, this is one of the recent Marvel movies where they're like, hey, you know what? We actually know what we should be doing with this, and we're going to give it full force. And even though I think the movie's too long, I don't think it needs to be 2 hours and 41 minutes. It still is really good. Given the fact, I think that Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania has to be the weakest movie they've done so far. That is the one to me that just screamed, I don't know. We really don't know what we're doing right now. We're going to give you something, though. They need to refocus. Because after Avengers Endgame, they've been all over the place. They need to stop worrying about how many TV shows and sequels they're going to do and specials on Disney Plus, and they need to refocus back on it being a cinematic universe, not an everything everywhere all at once universe. But still, this is a really good movie, and the just the massive tribute to Chadwick Boseman in this movie is fantastic, beautifully done. The Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of, spoiler alert, loved this movie when I saw it in theaters. It'll make you cry. Spoiler alert. Savage Salvation. Really enjoyed this. I was surprised by this. The first like 45 minutes or so don't really focus on the. It's an action movie, but it doesn't focus on the action aspect of it for a while. Excuse me. There's a really good build-up. Jack Houston and what's the woman's name? Willa Fitzgerald. They play a couple. Sorry, the credits are kind of hard to see. Um, that are addicted to heroin, and they are actually trying really hard to kick it. Uh, One of their old friends comes crawling back around, and he ends up getting uh, Jack Houston's wife hooked back on after doing so well for about a month or so, and she ends up overdosing and dying. And then the rest of the movie is him taking his revenge out, and it's very methodical, it's very well done. Robert De Niro, I fully believe that his role was offered to Bruce Willis before Bruce announced that he retired from acting. That being said, I think he still does a pretty good job. And Quavo is in this movie. There he is. Has a very small role. But I recommend this fully. I thought it was really good. The Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of Strange World. You know it's strange is that this movie was a massive flop at the box office. This movie did very, very poorly. Disney was not having a good year last year when it came to their animated stuff. Um, and honestly, I kind of knew it was going to be a big bomb. I'm not claiming to be some sort of cinematic Nostradamus here, but about a half hour in, when this little blue blob came in, I was like, that really reminds me of Treasure Planet, which was a really good movie. It was also a really huge financial failure for Disney. And I said, this is probably going to end up the same way, and boy, was I ever right. This was a huge failure, made $73 million worldwide on a budget of well over $150 million. This did not do very well. But it's really good. It's a very good adventure story. I know some people see it as one of the weaker Disney movies, and honestly, I kind of do too. But it's still really good. And for that, I have to commend it. The Blu-ray DVD digital code combo pack of The Fabelmans. Really good Spielberg movie. Yeah, I really enjoyed this. Little too long. Little too long. The Retaliators, really good movie. I thought that this was all about like killing zombies, because that was the impression that I had from like initial like reports that I had heard of it. That's not what this is about at all. It's actually like a good old-fashioned revenge tale. This guy, Michael Lombardi, his one daughter ends up getting killed by somebody. He decides that they need some good old retaliation. This movie also stars Jacoby Shaddix, frontman of Papa Roach. Ivan Moody is in this, who's the frontman for Five Finger Death Punch. What I didn't know was that the entire band is in the movie as well. I didn't know that until the movie started up. Spencer Charnas from Ice Nine Kills is also in this. This has a very metal-influenced soundtrack. Really, really good movie. Highly recommend this. There's just one problem I have with it, and it has nothing to do with the movie. It's with how they set this Blu-ray up. So the movie actually does come with special features, cast interviews, the trailer for the movie, and music videos. My problem with the way this is set up is that when you click music videos, it plays all the music videos that it has. There are 5 videos for the movie. You cannot choose what video that you want to view. There's no drop-down menu. It also doesn't tell you what videos they are. I believe 1 or 2 of them don't even tell you what they are. You actually have to look up on the soundtrack what they are, based on who you think is kind of singing right now. So that's a problem. I don't know why you would do that, but don't ever do that again. That was really a massive headache. They kind of do the same thing with the cast interviews. The Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Empire of Light, the latest from Sam Mendes. Really good movie. A lot of people were mixed on this one, those that actually did see it, but I really enjoyed this. The Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of The Inspection, an A24 movie that actually surprisingly didn't come to a theater near me, and they were advertising that this was going to come. Never did, which is very weird. But very good movie, all about, what's his name, Jeremy Pope. He plays a gay man who goes into the Marines, and it focuses all about his perspective on the culture and the experiences that he endures while being there. Really, really good movie. Gabrielle Union, holy hell, does she play a very cold character in that. Then we have the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of The Old Way, one of the first movies that came out in 2023. It's not too bad of a movie. It's a good old-fashioned shoot-'em-up western with Nicolas Cage. There is a very demented fact that connects this movie to another western movie, Rust, the Alec Baldwin movie that unfortunately resulted in a fatality. The armorer that was on Rust worked on this movie. Her name is Hannah Gutierrez Reed. And on this movie, apparently she wasn't doing a very good job either, because she discharged a prop weapon at one point without warning, causing Nicolas Cage to walk off set. The fact that this movie even got completed is somewhat of a miracle, but it is a pretty good movie. Nicolas Cage's wife, it's the Old West, his wife gets murdered, so he saddles up with his daughter, played by Ryan Kiera Armstrong from the new Firestarter movie, and they just set out on a good old revenge tale. I thought it was really good. The Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Detective Knight Independence, the 3rd and final installment in this Detective Knight trilogy, is also the second to last Bruce Willis movie. His last movie, Assassin, just came out this weekend. He retired. He's done. So, really good movie. All 3 of them are really good. The first one's called Rogue. And then the final of the new releases, and also a bit of an awkward one to end on, the Blu-ray Digital Code Combo Pack of Devotion. Jonathan Majors was arrested last weekend when I was watching this for alleged assault. I don't know if he did it or not. I wait to comment on that stuff until the facts arise. I learned my lesson because I commented in support for Jussie Smollett when that happened, and then all of a sudden, a few weeks later, details trickled out that he wasn't telling the truth. So I don't want egg on my face anymore. Learned my lesson with that. Here are the rest of the Blu-rays. The Blu-ray DVD Digital Code Combo Pack of Mickey and Minnie 10 Classic Shorts Volume 1. Volume 2 of this actually comes out this Tuesday. I'm looking forward to getting it. This is awesome. This is great. This comes with Mr. Mouse Takes a Trip, Mickey's Delayed Date, Figaro and Frankie, The Little Whirlwind, Hawaiian Holiday, On Ice, Brave Little Tailor, Bath Day, Through the Mirror, and Steamboat Willie. I haven't watched this yet. I don't know how good these shorts are going to look on a Blu-ray disc, but we'll see. Then I bought this because Best Buy had it, and I only have the first 2, and I want all 4 of them. This is the Vestron Video Series Collector Series number 9 of the Wishmaster collection. So this comes with Wishmaster. Excuse me, it doesn't come with that. Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies. Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell. And Wishmaster, The Prophecy Fulfilled. Very cool. Then we have Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, upgrading from Blu-ray. The Big Bang with Antonio Banderas, also with William Fichtner, Snoop Dogg, Sam Elliott, Delroy Lindo, and a bunch of other people. The Blu-ray DVD Digital HD combo pack of Bambi 2. That is an upgrade from VHS. It is one of the last movies ever released on VHS, so the VHS copy I have is quite rare. Charlie Countryman, an upgrade from DVD. I still haven't watched this. Miller really loves that movie, so I gotta watch that. Miracles from Heaven. The Blu-ray Digital HD combo pack of Big Eyes. Really, really good movie. The Blu-ray DVD Digital HD combo pack of Get On Up. White Men Can't Jump. I've never seen this, and I need to get around to watching it because the remake of this, spoiler alert, comes out in a month and a half on Hulu. I'm saving the best ones for last because there are a lot of really cool ones. This was really cheap at Savers. That's why I got it, but it's a movie I really don't like, and it's the Blu-ray Digital Code combo pack of The Lighthouse. I still don't know if this is going into my collection or not, but I'll see if a friend wants it. Is what I want to say. I don't want to like resell it. I'm not a reseller. Little Miss Sunshine. Surprise, surprise. I've never seen it. The American. The Blu-ray DVD Digital HD combo pack of Rosewater. The Blu-ray DVD combo pack of Rankin Bass's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. This is awesome because I just got these on DVD and now I can actually sell those DVDs. The Blu-ray DVD Digital Code combo packs of The Lion King 1.5 and The Lion King 2 Simba's Pride. So now I have all the Lion King movies on Blu-ray. There Will Be Blood. I've never seen it. Monty Python, Not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy. Actually, completes my Monty Python cinematic collection. The Blu-ray DVD Digital Code combo pack of Book Club. Liked this movie. The sequel comes out next month. Big Game with Samuel L. Jackson. Dinosaur, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack. Moonrise Kingdom, the Blu-ray DVD combo pack as well. The digital copy was not included. And then the Blu-ray DVD combo packs of Thomas and Friends, Day of the Diesels. Sorry. Thankfully, the video didn't get interrupted. I got a notice on my phone. And then Day of the Diesels, and then Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. I love Thomas, but I haven't seen any of the newer stuff, so we'll see. Now on to the really good finds. So we have a Kino Lorber title with Shirley MacLaine in Sweet Charity. This comes with both the original version and an alternate edition on their own discs, so that's really cool. And then these were marked a little cheaper because Savers, when they look at Criterion Blu-rays, they just think they're regular DVDs because of the packaging, which is good for me because they're marked as DVDs instead of Blu-rays, so I get them for $1.50 instead of for $2. We have two Criterion collections. Sweet Smell of Success, starring Burt Lancaster and Tony Curtis. And The Honeymoon Killers, with Shirley Stoller and Tony LoBianco. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. You really think I'm going to pass up this at Savers? Good Lord. And then, as you know, I told you guys that I'm going to start buying 4K titles when they're really, really cheap. I'm not going to buy a 4K TV or a 4K player, at least not for at least a couple of years, but if I come across them for cheap, I'm going to pick them up because resellers will resell them for outrageous prices, and I happen to find 3 4Ks, all Disney related. We have the 4K Blu-ray combo pack of 2019's Dumbo. I do have this on Blu-ray. I enjoyed that a bit. The 4K Blu-ray combo pack, digital code of The Lion King, that being the Target exclusive. And then this is the most confusing. So this is Toy Story 2. This was factory sealed. Factory sealed when I got it. It says it's the 4K Blu-ray digital code combo pack. There's no digital code inside, and it's 2 4K discs. Explain that to me. Anyway, have this on like every format there is. So I now have 6 4Ks. A Simple Favor, which I picked up in January, and then Birds of Prey and Possessor, and now these 3. So those are just the Blu-rays, folks. We're already a half hour into this video. Let's do DVDs, and let's get them over here, because those are going to take a little while. I'm going to go through these as quickly as I can, and I can just put them on the couch here. The complete first season of Mad TV. Hellcab with John Cusack, Gillian Anderson, Laurie Metcalf, and Julianne Moore. Teamster Boss. You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Jet Li in The Legend 2. Here's a Criterion Collection. The Rolling Stones, Gimme Shelter. Highwaymen. This is, this I'll actually say because there's another DVD I want to talk about that's very similar to that. The DVD Digital HD combo pack of Santa's Little Helper with The Miz and Paige. Hell yeah, dude. Heaven Can Wait. The Cannonball Run I bought because my mom really likes this movie, and I watched it. I really liked it. It's a goofy, dumb comedy, but it's fun. The gag reel at the end, though, far better than the movie, which is not a good sign. And then Cannonball Run 2, which, even though it is from another region, this was region-free. I did watch it. This was terrible. This was not good at all. It was so stupid. Not a very good movie. Just stick with the first one. Bob the Builder, the Ultimate Adventure Collection, hell yeah, for $1.50. Dizzy's, Lofty's, and Rolly's Favorite Adventures. This was the Bob the Builder I grew up on. 4 Film Favorites, Romantic Comedy Collection. This comes with Must Love Dogs, You've Got Mail, 2 Weeks Notice, and Laws of Attraction. Iris, with Judi Dench, Jim Broadbent, and Kate Winslet. The Shipping News. Oh, I have 2 new releases that I forgot to talk about. Operation Seawolf. It was okay. I got it because Dolph's in it, and I love Dolph. And the DVD Blu-ray combo pack, please stop doing that, of a digital combo pack of Mind Cage. Really decent detective thriller with Martin Lawrence, John Malkovich, and Melissa Roxburgh. Death of a Dynasty, like a mockumentary. Final Analysis. I Love You to Death. Billy Connolly, Erect for 30 Years. I love Billy Connolly. Guilty by Suspicion with Robert De Niro. 3 Ninjas Knuckle Up. That's an upgrade from VHS. Double feature of The Long Shot and They Went That Away and That Away. 2 Tim Conway movies. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I've never seen it. Blue's Clues, Blue's Biggest Stories. Hell yeah, I'm a big Blue's Clues fan, man. Les Miserables, this being the Liam Neeson one. I think I might own this already. If so, then this will go to a store for credit. Ghost Watcher 2, never heard of it. Never even heard of the first one. The Scarlet Letter, that's an upgrade from VHS. I've heard terrible things about that. Shuckle Up. 5 Days of War. Blow Dry. Big Pun, Still Not a Player, a documentary about Big Pun. Def Poetry Season 3, so I have Seasons 1 and 3, now I just need Season 2. Cold Mountain, I believe this is also another double dip. If so, I will sell this. Because I'm cluttered enough as it is and I don't need more. I will save that for last because that is awesome. Alrighty. We have London. How to Deal. The Eiger Sanction. I'll save that because that was the other DVD, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Fever. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Sordid Lives. Runaway with Tom Selleck. 21 Grams. The Manson Family Massacre. Jetsons the Movie, an upgrade from VHS. Fame, a movie I have seen, I just didn't own. Chomps. Pebble and the Penguin. This I don't know if I'm keeping because, well, I might because I own 3 of the titles in it. I thought I only owned 2 of them, but this is a 5-film collection musicals. Comes with The Wizard of Oz, which I own, Singin' in the Rain, which I own, Yankee Doodle Dandy, which I own, Viva Las Vegas, and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. So I'm thinking I might just sell this and keep, and look for the other ones. Rituals of the Occult, a full moon set that comes with Netherworld, Voodoo Academy, and Totem, all on their own discs. I already have Voodoo Academy in another set, but the other 2 I didn't have. Derailed, the unrated cut. NBC News presents Deep Throat, the full story of Watergate, documentary about Deep Throat and Watergate. Bride and Prejudice. Snowboard Academy with Corey Haim and Jim Varney. This doesn't have its sleeve, I wish it did, but this is Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This is all 3 cuts of the movie. A movie that I haven't seen. Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Drag show readings are not harmful to kids. I want to put that out there because that just reminded me of that. Revenge of the Nerds. The Book of Pooh, Stories from the Heart. That's an upgrade from VHS. Muhammad Ali, Through the Eyes of the World. Roly Poly Oly, Oly's Winter Wonderland. Gunner Palace. Now this movie's interesting. This movie's rated PG-13, but it contains almost 50 F-bombs. If you've seen the documentary, this film is not yet rated. It will explain why, but I was just floored to actually see that in the wild. The Transformers, the movie. You got the touch. The Tigger movie. This has Your Heart Will Lead You Home by Kenny Loggins. Oh, I love this movie. I love that song too. Lady in the Water. Richard Pryor, live on the Sunset Strip. This is awesome. Strange Music, the Video Collection, Volume 2. It includes the videos for some of my favorite Tech N9 songs like OG and He's a Mental Giant. Awesome. Because I Said So and The Family Stone, 2 Diane Keaton movies right next to each other. Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Okay, thought the disc was loose. Valiant. Anybody remember that movie? This one also might be a double dip. I have to make sure. Baby Looney Tunes Extraordinary Adventure. I really need to start cataloging my stuff. Sliding Doors. Balls of Fury, the classic. Everybody remembers that. Annie Hall. I know Woody Allen, but I've never seen it. The King of Kong, A Fistful of Quarters. Drop Dead Fred. This is out of print. That's awesome. Really good movie. The Commitments. One Way. High Noon. This is awesome. I got this for only $1.50. This is 4 movie midnight marathon. Psychos. Psycho 2, 3, and 4, the beginning, and Bates Motel. This was the set I was looking for to finish off my Psycho series, and now I have it, and now I'm happy. 3 Ninjas, an upgrade from VHS. Mother's Boys. Private Benjamin. Swing Kids. I almost said Swing Time. The Perfect Student with Natasha Henstridge. Primal. The Crocodile Dundee Trilogy, 1, 2, and In Los Angeles. A Low Down Dirty Shame. Deceit. Who's in this? Oh, Emmanuel Shariki and Joe Pantoliano, Joey Pants. Hamlet, the Kenneth Branagh one. When Branagh does Shakespeare, it's really cool. The Forbidden Kingdom. Thought I messed up on this one because this is the special edition with all the special features. When I opened it up, it said Disc 1 feature film. So I said, well, I'll still get it anyway. It's like $1. I'll get the Blu-ray of it somewhere down the line. Turns out that this was released in like 2008, where the second disc was a digital copy of the movie. So all the special features are on this disc, which is awesome. So now I don't really have to worry about it. Scrooge, never seen it. Go ahead, shoot me. Open Your Eyes. Abre los ojos, the original Vanilla Sky. The Jerk, Who's Heffalump movie. The New Adventures of Pinocchio, which is the sequel to the Jonathan Taylor Thomas movie. Breaking In with Burt Reynolds. Shag the movie. The Bonfire of the Vanities, not as bad as everyone says. Terror Firmer from Troma. Alright. Got just a few more here. This is awesome. The Monday Night War. There's a documentary about Raw is War versus Monday Nitro WCW. This I'm going to sell. This was a bonus disc for Scary Movie 4. All of these features are actually on the Blu-ray. Killer Rats. Les Miserables 25th Anniversary Live Musical Performance. That's really cool. Formula 51. Indecent Proposal. Undisputed 2, Last Man Standing. It's a Big, Big World, The Sky Above. Anybody else remember the show? Because I do. I used to like watching that a lot. A Car's Life, Sparky's Big Adventure. So I was in Ashtabula when I bought this. I went and saw David. He was with me. We were having the time of our lives. He saw this sticking out on a shelf and he lost his mind. I was like, I need that actually. A Mighty Wind. The Perfect Holiday. Midnight Eagle. The Cardinal. Osmosis Jones. Then we have 2 autographed DVDs, and the kind of the most like bizarre part about it is that both of these autographed DVDs are from people who have passed away. We have Mail Call Snafu, autographed by the late great Arlie Ermy, and John Pinette, I Say Nay Nay, autographed by the late great John Pinette. Very good DVDs, by the way. And then the complete series for only 20 bucks at Walmart of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all 10 seasons of the original classic cartoon, and for 30 bucks right now they have the complete series of the newer series, so that's awesome. Great. Sorry. Now, on to some VHS. Deep Rising. Muppet Babies video storybook, which is really, really cool. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Back to Alvin's Future. The Max, the original series from MTV. There's the whole series. Who's the Man, the first hip-hop whodunit. I've been wanting to see this movie for a long time. I have the soundtrack, which was actually the first appearance of the Notorious B.I.G. with his song Party and Bullshit. This stars Ice-T, Criss Cross, Heavy D, House of Pain, Run DMC, Queen Latifah, Naughty by Nature, Dr. Dre, Ed Lover, and Dennis Leary. I actually want to sit down and watch this, so I'll put that off to the side. This I've been looking for. Lord of the Flies, this is the one from 1990. I hate the book. I have no doubt that the movie probably won't be any better. Dead Again. Dead Calm. Stamp of a Killer starring Jimmy Smits from L.A. Law. One detective stands against a ruthless maniac. Don't they all? Then we have some Def Comedy Jam tapes, which is good because I only had All Stars 5. So we have All Stars 3, 6, 8, and 10. So that's really, really cool. Session 9. Tumbleweeds. Whodunit, an Abbott and Costello movie. It just looked pretty funny. John Cena, Word Life. I'm sure we've all seen that picture before. That'll be an interesting watch. Playing God with David Duchovny. The Adventures of Timmy the Tooth. In-school video lesson. Trespass, this is for collecting purposes. This is a really good movie, by the way. Bullies. They had to be stopped because they stopped at nothing. Yeah, this is the cover art, and that tagline sold me. Only one man can save a town from sadistic terror, and that man is a boy. Wow. This is a tension-packed story of a young man who decides to stand up to a clan of backwoods killers after his mother is raped, His stepfather is brutally tortured, his girlfriend is severely beaten, and his close Indian friend is left for dead. That seems like a lot to handle. Oh, I can't. That's going to be a fun time. A Vestron video. Tommy Lee Jones and William Devane in Rolling Thunder. Look at that cover art, dude. That's really, really cool. Oh my gosh. Metallica, A Year and a Half in the Life of, Part 1 and 2. My mom hates Metallica, but I understand why. WMMS plays them. Like, when Rover and Alan are not on, most of the music they play is Metallica. Judge Dredd, have this on Blu-ray, wanted it for collecting purposes. Gorgeous with Jackie Chan. The Chain with Gary Busey. Is that Timothy Dalton? No. It's Victor Rivers. Looks like a good movie. The Rundown, got that for collecting purposes as well. Annie, Get Your Gun. Geppetto. Alvin and the Chipmunks Meet Frankenstein. The Scarecrow. The Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie. And then, for collecting purposes, I got Garfield the movie. Because wouldn't you, honestly, be honest with yourself, wouldn't you grab Garfield the movie on VHS if it was staring at you in the face? Alrighty. So we have 3 Xbox 360 games. We have Bully, which I've started playing. It's a pretty fun game. Kind of have to really get into it, though, after a while. Lego Batman, the video game, started playing it. It's pretty fun. And then this I actually could not play because I'm an idiot and I forgot to check the disc. And the disc, yeah, that'll show up. It looks like someone took a frickin' key to it and scratched it all up. This is Skate 3. Some books. Very quickly. Because, oh, okay, yeah, I'll start with these. Because they're right here. So we have 2 big books. 2 big hardcover books. We have, there we go, Snoop Dogg, From Crook to Cook. This was a Snoop Dogg cookbook. Amber actually has this, and I found it at a Goodwill, so her and I are now going to start cooking stuff together. This is actually, I believe, the first cookbook I own, and I'm proud to own it. And then we have the Disney and Pixar Storybook Collection. They basically a 5-minute story stuff. This actually has stories from all of their movies up until Finding Dory. So Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters, Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, Monsters University, Inside Out, The Good Dinosaur, and Finding Dory. And the art style on these, very, very cool. Oh, losing my mind. Bad Guy by Rosalind Drexler. Rogue Warrior, Designation Gold by Dick Marcinko, Richard Marcinko, and John Wiseman. Small Horrors by Darcy Coates, a collection of 50 creepy stories. John Steinbeck's East of Eden. I need more classic literature in my collection, and I've seen the movie with James Dean. Candy by Luke Davies. The Twilight Director's Notebook. I paid $1 for this. I did not pay $5 for it. Really good movies, by the way. I actually watched those for the first time a few weeks ago. Stronger by Jeff Bauman with Brett Witter. Molly's Game by Molly Bloom. Parkland by Dave Cullen. Have Columbine by him. I have read Columbine by him. That was a tough read, so I'm looking forward, in a way, to reading that. We have a trilogy of books by Kay Bromberg. This is a trilogy. There are no further installments. Driven, Fueled, and Crashed. Colton Donovan was arrogant, exuded that bad boy vibe, and embodied everything I never wanted. And yet all it took was one night, one hallway, and one stolen kiss for me to know I hated him and desired him instantly. My heart was healing. His soul was damaged. But with one bid, one little boy, and one carnival date, I don't want to know how the little boy factors into all this. I couldn't walk away and he wouldn't let me in. This is our story, our fight. Our perfectly imperfect love. Good God in heaven above. I love the checkered flag. Oh, I love trash. And then this is Stephen King's Firestarter. It didn't come with its jacket. We have Hair, the photo novel. This is the first time I've ever seen this. So this is basically the movie played out in photos. That is really, really cool. That's true crime. I'll save my true crimes for last. Titans by Tim Green. The Inn by James Patterson and Candace Fox. The Judge's List by John Grisham. That's another true crime. The Coffin Dancer by Jeffrey Deaver. Pronto by Elmore Leonard. This I think I'm going to actually sell because I didn't realize I had that already. Cemetery Girl by David Bell. Needful Things by Stephen King. Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Guest Shot by David Locke. Mac Bolan, Don Pendleton's Mac Bolan Resurrection Day and Dead Easy. Look at those cover arts. Those just scream cheese. Give me cheese. Lots of true crime that I'm actually putting to the side. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. Trapped by Edmund Plant. Look at that cover art. That's awesome. Fleetwood, My Life and Adventures in Fleetwood Mac by Mick Fleetwood with Stephen Davis. A little bit of dust came off on that. There we go. Willing to Die by Lisa Jackson. Wicked by Gregory Maguire. Desperate by Daniel Palmer. Last Girl Standing by Lisa Jackson and Nancy Bush. You Will Pay by Lisa Jackson. Unspoken by Lisa Jackson. I don't know why I got so many of her novels here, but it did. Don't know why I burped like that, but I did. I still don't know why I'm burping like that, but I did. Yeah, lots of true crime this go round. All right. Through Violet Eyes by Stephen Woodworth. I really like the cover for that. Whispers by Lisa Jackson. The Twisted Thing by Mickey Spillane. Temptations by Jessica March. Ooh, she's tempted. The Morning After by Lisa Jackson. Go friggin' figure. And The Night of the Moonbow by Thomas Tyrone. Now for the true crimes. We have Pizza Bomber by Jerry Clark and Ed Palatella. The Untold Story of America's Most Shocking Bank Robbery. If you've seen 30 Minutes or Less, that movie is inspired somewhat by this case. Guy in, what was it, Pennsylvania? Yes, Erie, PA. He had a bomb strapped to his neck and was told to rob a bank by some people, and they ended up detonating the bomb and killing him. Joey Kills by Joey. I thought that this was a fiction book. It is not. It is a crime book. Some Ann Rule with Lying in Wait and Other True Cases. Crime Files, Volume 17. But I Trusted You and Other Cases. That's Volume 14. Fatal Friends, Deadly Neighbors, and Other True Cases. That's Volume 16. Empty Promises. That's Volume 7. And isn't there one more? There is not. So those are my Ann Rules. Those are my Ann Rules. Precious Victims by Don W. Weber and Charles Bosworth, Jr. Senatorial Privilege by Leo D'Amour. This is the Chappaquiddick cover-up. Betrayal by Lucy Freeman and Julie Roy. The sensational true story of a trusting young woman lured into sex by her psychiatrist. Notes on a Killing. Love, Lies, and Murder in a Small New Hampshire Town by Kevin Flynn and Rebecca Lavoie. No Daddy Don't by Irene Pence. This actually is a really tough case to describe. I'm not going to describe it at all. The Darkest Night by Ron Francel. Two sisters, a brutal murder, and the loss of innocence in a small town. 48 Hours Mystery, Invitation to a Murder by Gail Abbott Zimmerman, a riveting true crime account from behind the scenes of the CBS series. This, I think, is true crime. This is When Rabbit Howls by Trudy Chase. The Troops for Trudy Chase, am I correct? A world of 92 voices have lived within her since childhood. Now a woman and her therapist journey back to the unspeakable crime she suffered to discover where the nightmare began. So yeah, this would fit under true crime. John Bonet, Inside the Ramsey Murder Investigation by Steve Thomas with Don Davis. This frustrates the absolute hell out of me that they haven't been able to figure out who killed her. Haunted America by Michael Norman and Beth Scott. So let's take a look at what's haunted here in Ohio besides everything and the Lido Lounge. The Return of President Garfield. The Keeper of the House. That's it. And then Masquerade, a true story of seduction, compulsion, and murder by Lowell Caulfield. Finally, and I do mean finally, we have a lot of CDs. Mostly soundtracks, and I mean a lot of soundtracks, but a few non-soundtrack CDs. We have Benzino, Arch Nemesis, The Essential Judy Garland, AC/DC Live, David Banner, Certified, really good album. Benzino, Redemption, it's a pretty solid album, actually the only album by him that I like. This has Rock the Party, both the original and the remix. Get Crunk, this is Club Crunk. What does this have on this? I thought apparently I have another Crunk compilation that I forgot to put on my computer. Oh, UGK, Mystical, Goody Mob, 3-6 Mafia. Alicia Keys, The Diary of Alicia Keys. Love Alicia Keys. Carpenter's Gold. I love the song We've Only Just Begun. That song makes me cry. Evanescence, The Open Door. You never call me when you... I can't even do that. My voice is cracking. Alicia Keys songs in A minor. I don't think you would have wanted to hear that anyway. Fallen is one of my favorite songs of all time, so there you go. Load by Metallica. Yes, I'm very aware of what's on this cover art. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Evanescence, Fallen. D12, Shit on You, the actual CD single. That's really cool. Nickelback, The State. Love this song, especially the songs Breathe and Leader of Men. Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, a classic album. And Bubba Sparxx's The Charm. Finally, we have the soundtracks. So there are a lot. I'm going to blow through them as quick as I can. Running Scared. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the movie, not the show. Never Been Kissed. Pink Cadillac. Serendipity. Over the Top. Meet Me Halfway. Repo Man. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Xanadu. The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. The Commitments, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Almost Alice, the one that's got a bunch of artists on it doing music for the Alice in Wonderland remake. Avril Lavigne's on here. Hell yeah. Fame. The Best of Power Rangers. The Twilight Saga, New Moon. Arachnophobia. Hardcore Henry. The Pallbearer. Philadelphia. The Fault in Our Stars. The Twilight Saga, Eclipse. Last Christmas. It's Wham and George Michael. Love it. Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps. World Wrestling Federation, The Music, Volume 4. Dumb and Dumber. Rescue Me. Brokeback Mountain. Speed 2, Cruise Control. Zoolander. The Departed. Stigmata. Bring it on. The official party album for ABC Monday Night Football. Isn't that cute? Hoot. Remember that? Crazy Rich Asians. Hannah Montana the movie. Dragged Across Concrete. Dear Evan Hansen, the actual musical. I do have the soundtrack for the movie already. This is a score. This is Street Fighter, The Legend of Chun-Li. Another score. This is actually my personal favorite score. Inside Out. This one is composed by Michael Giacchino. 50 Shades Darker. Footloose, the remake. Walk the Line. Last stack here. The Fast and the Furious. Bohemian Rhapsody. The Hunger Games Catching Fire. The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. Detroit Rock City. Road to Perdition. Enchanted. Coyote Ugly. A Knight's Tale. Cool Runnings. Band Slam. Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Runaway Bride. Small Soldiers. Heavy Metal 2000. Say Anything. Watchmen. Murder Was the Case. Death Row Records actually just went back onto Apple Music, so that's nice. Injustice, Gods Among Us. Armageddon. And finally, Pray for Rock and Roll. I was not lying to you guys when I said that this might be the biggest collection update that I've ever had, but also keep in mind that this is 2 months worth of stuff. See ya. Now I gotta put all this shit away. That's the best part of a collection update, is putting all this shit away. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna do it. See you guys.